What's going on, guys? I'm Simple Simon, I'm your comic book noob, and I am bored AF. So I just thought I'd turn on the camera, have a chat. Gonna make a video about the December DC previews. I'm gonna call this video DC previews, but we will flick through the Marvel one. As you may or may not know, I don't read a lot of Marvel, but we'll flick through and just see if there's anything worth talking about, and then I'll go through the DC one. So let's do this. Okay, so this video might be as boring as my night is right now, or my life is right now. Let's flick through the Marvel one. It's a lot thicker than the DC one, so let's have a flick through. Oh, that's a nice box. Conan Serpent War. I haven't read any of the Conan stuff, but I've been collecting just the standard Conan the Barbarian book. I got a couple of issues of the Savage Sword of Conan. I have heard the Conan Barbarian series from Marvel is quite good, but they've got all these spin-off ones. So Conan Serpent War looks like another spin-off in the Conan series. There was that other one called Conan Age of Bullet or something like that. I don't know how to say it, I'm terrible with English. And I considered that when it came out because I like the cover. So I picked up the book and then flicked through it, and the art just put me right off. From my sort of short experience in comic books, the DC artists are so much better. Marvel have this really weird cartoony thing. Oh, look, and obviously I haven't flicked through every single Marvel book, but a lot of the Marvel books I've seen, I find the art has this very cartoony, kiddie sort of vibe to it, which I don't dig. And I literally flicked through the book and I was like, ugh, yuck, no thanks. It's just, it seems to be a Marvel thing. It's funny how when you look at the art on the books and then you flick through and the art inside the book is completely different to the cover. Are they only up to number 4 in X-Force? Wait, that can't be right. Do they start again with X-Force? Because the logo is different and everything. Spider-Man 2099. Okay, that could be interesting. I don't know a lot about Spider-Man 2099 except his suit's pretty badass. Ghost Rider 2099. Doom 2099. Is that a thing? I don't know what's going on. I know Spider-Man 2099. I've heard of that, but I didn't know every character had a 2099 version. What's going on there? I know, you guys are all like, what a noob, Venom 2099, Ghost Spider, Gwen Stacy. Ooh, I like that cover. All tied up. The Amazing Mary Jane. What the hell is that going to be about? Black Cat number 7. See, I'm considering cutting Black Cat from my list, because I've read issue 1, but how can I cut her? She's such a babe. Such a babe. I like babes. I like cats. I like babes who dress up as cats. Oh, Web of Black Widow. That's a series I'm collecting. Number 4 of 5 in this mini-series. Number 4 coming out in December. Yeah, I am actually collecting that. I'm really digging on getting these mini-series now, because obviously with the ongoing stuff, when you fall behind on all your books, it gets a little bit, I don't know, it's a bit of a headache when you know you got 30 issues to catch up on. Yeah, so when there's only 5 issues, you know, it's a little bit easier to breathe thinking about, hey, I'm going to read that one day. This is what I like. Statues. Some pretty cool statues there. I'm starting to get a few statues. It's not going to be good if I keep getting statues because they're not cheap. You know what, Marvel? I'm done with you. Let's check out the DC previews. Now, already on the front cover, I'm intrigued. An all-new epic from the world of Dark Knight Returns. Dark Knight Returns, The Golden Child. Harley Quinn Villain of the Year, number 1. Interesting. Wonder what that book will be like. I've probably mentioned before that as much as I like Harley Quinn, reading Harley Quinn is a bit of a chore because they've just turned her into a really silly sort of kids book. I don't know, would it be weird for me to read this new Dark Knight Returns, The Golden Child without reading the original stuff? New Suicide Squad, number 1, written by Tom Taylor. I might give that a crack. I might start collecting that and see if I actually end up reading any of it. I heard with the New York Comic Con, DC announced that they're going to be creating like a proper timeline for where everything happened. That's going to be interesting, and I guarantee you it won't work. And I know nothing about comics, and I still know it's not going to work. Wonder Woman Dead Earth? What's that? Okay, so this is the Wonder Woman Black Label book, which I've actually heard they've been talking about that for quite some time. I'll definitely be getting on that. I'd be interested to see what some Black Label Wonder Woman's like. Batman 84 and Batman 85. That's it. That's the end of Tom King's run. So that's going to be very interesting. You can say what you want about Tom King, but I like the guy. I mean, definitely has some stories that are confusing, but Scott Snyder's stories are just as confusing, to be honest, for all those Snyder fans out there. Oh, you just don't know anything. It's like, yeah, I don't know anything, and you know, new readers should be able to understand stuff too, you know. I haven't started reading the City of Bane story arc yet. I recently read, last night I read Batman The Secret Files, which was meant to be, I think, the opening to City of Bane. It had City of Bane written on the top. It was not a good read. I did not enjoy it. Can you chill out? You're not going outside. You just came in. No. I'm making a video. You need to be shh. Who is Batman Beyond? Like, who is Batman Beyond? I don't actually know much about the character Batman Beyond. Because it's not Bruce Wayne, is it? Because isn't Batman Beyond, isn't Bruce Wayne like old in that world? I don't know. Batman Curse of the White Knight, number 5 will be out in December. Ooh, a Batgirl variant cover. I like that. So, look at that cover down there. But that Joker is very cool too. I love the art in White Knight and Sean Murphy's design of them all. Batman's Grave, number 3. Now that's an interesting one. Batman's Grave, number 1, I believe, comes out this coming week. Written by Warren Ellis. It might be one I jump on board of, but is it a miniseries? What's going on? 3 of 12. Yeah, I reckon I'm going to get on this Batman's Grave action. Batman Superman, number 5 is coming out. I didn't get on board that. It hurt my brain thinking about all these new titles coming out. And then what really hurt was I finally finished reading Batman Who Laughs, and it leaves you with that cliffhanger, and it's like, this story continues in Batman Superman. I'm like, duh, well I didn't collect it, did I? Catwoman number 18. Joelle Jones is doing the art and the cover for number 18, which is great because Joelle Jones's Catwoman is seriously my favorite thing ever. Like, I read, I read 3 issues of Catwoman last night, the last 3, and it's really weird. Like, she has some other artist doing it, and then there'll be like 2 or 3 pages. I think there was 2 pages or 3 pages that Joelle does. And it's just like, that's so bizarre that they have different artists working in the one book, because they look completely different. I don't understand that. The final issue of Doomsday Clock. So I've been collecting Doomsday Clock. I haven't read any of it. I thought I'd wait until, you know, it came out in its entirety. Little did I know it would take so long. So yeah, the final Doomsday Clock, issue 12 will be out, and I really hope it's an easier read than Watchmen. Watch one of my other videos and I'll tell you what I thought about Watchmen. At Doomsday Clock, I'll be excited to, I believe it's gonna actually lead into the whole DC timeline thing. Harley Quinn 68, Harley Quinn 69. Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy number 4 is also out in December. I believe issue 2 comes out this coming week, and there's obviously the joining covers for issue 1 that was done by Art Germ. I'm collecting the series. I haven't started reading it, so when I do, I really hope it's not too silly. I really hope it's not a silly Harley Quinn that we're seeing. That's another nice artwork of that whole Harley Quinn 69 there. He-Man and the Masters of the Multiverse, number 2. That is so the Dolph Lundgren He-Man there. Look at that. That is so the Dolph design with the shoulder shield things. I like that. I like that art. Joker, Killer Smile, number 2. Definitely getting on that train. I don't know when issue 1's out. I think it's pretty soon. But yeah, obviously that's probably going to be a big hit too. Obviously with the Joker movie just come out. I actually watched that tonight for the second time, the Joker movie, and it was just as good the second time as it was the first time. So this is a book that's coming out this week. Joker Harley Criminal Sanity, issue 3 will be out in December. I knew nothing about this book. I just saw it on the list of stuff coming out this coming week, and I'm like, wait, is that a Black Label? Sorry, I have heard about this, but it just kind of snuck up out of nowhere. I've been waiting for this book for a while, so I'm hanging for some Joker and Harley. Lois Lane issue 6. Anyone reading that? Lois Lane? What is that like, reading about Lois Lane? So issue 67 of Nightwing, he's still Rick according to the little bio there. Red Hood 41. Oh no, spoilers! Red Hood 41, Bizarro and Artemis are on the cover, which means they're back. I stopped reading Red Hood Outlaw Rebirth because I just didn't like Bizarro being in the team. And then I picked it up again when he ditched them and became just Outlaw. RWBY, number 3, which issue 1 of that comes out this week. It's an anime. I've always been curious about it because I've always seen the stands at the cons, so I actually might pick up number 1 and see what it's like. It's interesting that it's actually on DC in the first place. Tyson's Burning Rage number 5. Ooh, Hawk and Dove on the front, looking good, Dove. So number 5 of Burning Rage of 7, so that's good. So again, miniseries, all about that miniseries life. That's pretty much it for the December releases, I believe. Ooh, this is interesting. They're doing a bunch of Birds of Prey trades, and each one seems to be just focused on the one character, so that's That's quite interesting there. Obviously you've got the Birds of Prey movie coming out. Have you seen the trailer? I don't know about that trailer. Man, this video must be so boring. I mean, my voice is even kind of boring right now. I don't have that liveliness about me. DC statues, that's a cool Batman black and white statue. I like that a lot. Too bad I won't buy it. Okay, there's 2 Red Hoods here, and one of them looks pretty bad. That Red Hood, that's not great. But this Red Hood here, that statue, that's pretty sexy there, you gotta admit. And I guess that is it for the for this really boring video. I'm sorry. Anyway, like I said, I was just really bored and I just couldn't think of anything else to do but make a video. So now I've got something to edit. So if you've made it to the end of this, I apologize. Thank you for watching, and till next time, as always, keep it simple, guys.